Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Fresh Look Friday. I'm Miss Jackie and today I have some young adult fiction books to talk about. They are all about unusual or unlikely friendships. So let's start with our first novel. This is called My Fine Fellow by Jennieke Cohen. This is a retelling of My Fair Lady. It takes place in London in the 1830s. And the reality in this book is tweaked just a little bit in the fact that upper-class women can have careers if they so choose. So we're at the Covent Garden Market where we meet Helena and Penelope. They're best friends, and they are in culinaria school, their last year, which is a class for becoming a master chef. They liked going to this market to taste the new kinds of foods that people are hawking and get together and walk around. And this is where they meet Elijah. Now Elijah is part of the lower class and he is a chef. He wants to be the best chef in the world, but he is just barely making it through the day, getting by. So they meet and Helena is kind of full of herself and she brags that she can make Elijah into a master chef if she were to teach him. So the next day, Elijah shows up at Helena's house and asks her if she can, in fact, teach him how to become a master chef. So Penelope and Helena decide to take him on as a student, and for their last year project for their culinaria course, they're going to teach him how to be a master chef. Well, Elijah learns really quickly, and so they decide to enroll him in the Royal Culinary Expedition, where he's going to be competing with lots of other master chefs. And if he is able to win one of the top places, he'll be set up for life. He won't have to worry about money anymore. However, he's also going to be eligible to win the hand of the royal princess. Now, Elijah has feelings for somebody else, but you can't say no if the princess wants to marry you. So read My Fine Fellow. Next, we have The Library of Lost Things by Laura Namey. It's a contemporary fiction book, and it's all about Darcy. Darcy loves to read. She keeps 3 to 4 books in her purse at a time. She's been reading since she was 3 years old. So she loves her fictional characters, but real people, not so much. She also has issues at home. She struggles because her mom is a hoarder. So for instance, her mom will buy large bags of dog food just to keep on hand, just in case, but they don't even have a dog. And so their apartment is filled with boxes and bags, and you can barely walk through it. So this is a reason why Darcy doesn't like to bring people home. She works at a used bookstore, and this is where she meets Asher. So Asher graduated from high school a year before Darcy. Darcy's in her senior year at high school, and they start to become friends. However, Darcy has a hard time understanding Asher. What she doesn't know is that he's on medication that can make him really moody. So he's kind one minute and not so kind the next. So to see if they can build a friendship, read The Library of Lost Things. It's a really fun read. Okay, next we have The Life and Crimes of Hoodie Rosen by Isaac Blum. This is also a contemporary fiction, and our main character is Hoodie. One day he is in school, Hebrew school, and he is learning about Jewish law when he happens to look out the window and he sees this girl and she's dancing on the sidewalk. Well, Hoodie is intrigued, so he makes an excuse to get out of school and to go talk to this girl. And her name is Anna Marie. And so Hoodie starts up this awkward conversation with Anna Marie. He's not even supposed to look at Gentile girls, but he's just intrigued by her. So they start to become friends, and Hoodie kind of has to hide his relationship from his school, his parents, and even his own friends, or else he could be ostracized. And also Anna Marie's mom is the mayor of the town, and she's not too happy about there's a lot of Jews coming into the town, and she's not too happy about that. So they both have opposition on each side. But Hoodie just is really drawn to Anna Marie and wants to be her friend. So to see if their friendship can make it through all of this opposition that they're facing, read The Life and Crimes of Hoodie Rosen. Next we have This Light Between Us. Now we're going to go back to 1930s for this book. The main character of this book is Alex, and he lives in California. At the beginning of this book, he is 10, and he is assigned a pen pal to write to for the whole year. And he's really excited about this assignment. His pen pal's name is Charlie, but then he finds out that Charlie is actually a girl, and he's not so excited anymore, but he keeps writing to her. And it's really fun to see or to read the letters between these two characters, Alex and Charlie. And they continue writing to each other even after the assignment is over, and they become really close. Well, of course, in 1941, December 7th, Japan bombs Pearl Harbor. Alex is a Japanese American, and so he and his family are sent to an internment camp. And it's not much better where Charlie is. She's living in France, and she's Jewish. So life is becoming really challenging and dangerous for both of them, but they keep writing to each other. However, later on, not long after, the letters stop, and Alex is really worried about Charlie. Also, Alex gets the opportunity to become a soldier for America. And not only does he want to prove that he loves his country and he is an American, but he wants the chance to go overseas to see if he can find Charlie, because he's not heard anything from her and he's very worried about her. So read This Light Between Us if you want to see what happens to Alex and Charlie. And it's really interesting learning about his experience in the internment camp and his experience as a soldier. And I saved my favorite book for last. This is a contemporary fiction. It's called Four for the Road by K.J. Reilly. I loved this book. So in this book, we meet Asher. He is enrolled in grief therapy at the hospital because he lost his mom in a car accident to a drunk driver, and he's having a really difficult time going through processing his grief. In the grief counseling, he shows up and tells everybody that he killed his mom. He didn't, but he feels very responsible because he's the one that sent her to the mall to get him some soccer cleats, and that's where she died. Also at therapy, he meets a lot of interesting people, starting with Henry. Henry's in his 80s, and he's dealing with the loss of his wife. We also meet Will and Sloan, and of course they're dealing with losses of their own. Well, Asher decides he wants to drive to Tennessee. He doesn't tell anybody why, but he has been stalking the driver of the car that ran into his mom and killed his mom. And he wants to go and check out this guy and kill him. So he decides to invite Henry and Will and Sloan to drive with them to Tennessee, and they all have their own reasons for wanting to go. Of course, Asher doesn't say anything about why he's really going. And on this road trip, they become really close and help each other through their grief. So this book really tugs at your heartstrings. It's going to make you laugh, it's going to make you cry. You're going to fall in love with all of these characters. They're so quirky and fun. And so read Four for the Road if you want to find out if Asher is going to go through with killing the man who killed his mom. Well, thanks so much for watching. All of these books are available on our digital platforms if you want to check them out as an audiobook or an ebook. Or you could come in and check out these books here at the Lake Villa District Library. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.